Okay, Manchester United 0, Tottenham 3. Any surprises? Any surprises for anybody? No. You know why? Because we're absolutely shit. We're absolutely shit, and I have no idea why people are backing the manager still. I have no idea what people see in the manager, and I have no idea why large platforms such as Mark Goldbridge are talking absolute nonsense. Is it because he's got a connection with Ten Hag's agency? Is he defending players that put in just 0 out of 10 performances like Rasmus? I think he's come on once or twice now, offered literally nothing. Oh, but the context. This was 10 men. Oh, but the context. When he played last match, he had no one to pass in the ball. Yeah, it doesn't matter. He's not performing. Look at some of this nonsense. And I'm going to come at you with some facts, right? If Ten Hag, this is what Mark Goldbridge has to say, if Ten Hag gets sacked, can the fans vote for 5 players to fuck off with him because nothing's changing? He blames Marcus Rashford for the first goal. Marcus Rashford loses the ball almost in the Tottenham penalty area. The centre-back runs in a completely straight line. Anyone could tackle him. The manager could set up a system so a defender can't just run in a straight line, or they could have some brain cells and think, wow, this defender's going to run in a straight line and he's going to run off the end of the pitch. He's not going to score. Okay, how does this attack pose a threat? Well, the centre-back's got to pass the ball. Where's Brennan Johnson? Oh, he's not been marked by Dalot, who's just trotting back because one, he's bombed up far too quickly, far too early, which is a theme of Ten Hag's football, and 2, he's now got him in midfield, so when we lose the ball, Dalot's in midfield, and we have no left-back. And by the way, we have no real left-back because Ten Hag decided that we don't need a left-back because he believes Luke Shaw will be fit. So not only did he believe Luke Shaw would be fit, he also set up a system that if you lose the ball in midfield or in their half, you won't have a left-back there. A left-back who's a makeshift left-back because he didn't believe that Luke Shaw would be injured again. He thought he would make it. So that first goal, it's on Ten Hag. It is. It's on Ten Hag, trust me. The second goal, Onana really should have done a bit better, I believe. His positioning is just off. A low, hard shot, it's going in. This one, we've had quite a few low, hard shots this game. He never got close to them. This one, he kind of got caught in no man's land and he got chipped. But a goalkeeper shouldn't be having 50 shots against him, 9 big chances a game, right? Why is that happening? The way Erik Ten Hag sets up his team. So Erik Ten Hag has set up his team in a strange way, and Erik Ten Hag signed the goalkeeper. Let's look at some more stats. Nothing will change unless 5 players go. Okay, Onana, this is who he signed. Dalot, this is who he likes. Martinez, Dalit, Mazraoui, Ugarte, Xerxes, and he brought Garnacho through. These are all players that he signed. He didn't buy a new winger because he likes Marcus Rashford. He brought on Mount, who he signed. He brought on Højlund, who he signed. He brought on Casemiro, who he signed. This is not get rid of 5 random players from Jose Mourinho's era. This is his team. This is literally his team on the bench. Anthony, Højlund, Mount, Eriksen, Casemiro. He re-signed Johnny Evans. These are players that he signed. This is on him. Let's look at some more nonsense that people are churning out. Oh, we've got to back him. I can see a process. There is no style of play. There is no style of play. What is our style of play? Transitional football, but where you try to win it and kick the ball in one instance. By the way, just got out of the shower, hence the dripping wet hair and t-shirt, but I didn't feel like presenting myself after that performance. Manchester United didn't try. Why should I try? Gary Neville at Valencia, 28 games, 11 losses, 39 goals conceded, 39 goals scored. The worst manager ever, a laughingstock. He lost 7-0. Well, Ten Hag lost 7-0, and let me ask you this, what's more embarrassing? Manchester United losing 7-0 to Liverpool and then making Bruno captain and offering Rashford a new contract off the back of that, which he did, or Valencia losing to Barcelona. Ten Hag in his last 28 games, 13 losses, that's more losses, 35 goals scored, that's less goals scored, and 45 goals conceded. Erik Ten Hag, after the game, came up with the obvious stupid excuse that we all knew he was going to say. Erik Ten Hag, I don't think it was a red card, and it was only 1-0. It's had a really big impact on the game. It didn't. We were getting destroyed before the red card. It should have been 3-0. And after the red card, I want you to think about this. I genuinely, anyone that's got any doubts about Ten Hag, I want you to think about I want you to think about this. Think about Arsenal trying to win the title and how much they've come on. Think about their 3, 4, 5 year process. He's in his 3rd year now. And Arsenal went down to 10 men against a team, not just the best team in the country, but their rival, trying to beat them to win a Prem. They hung on pretty much till the very last kick of the game. They knew exactly what to do and how to defend. Look how Manchester United defended at 1-0. They didn't sit back and try and nick it. They didn't do anything. We completely folded. You know how he tried to motivate his team after this loss? Ten Hag said, I went into the dressing room and I said, there is always a new day. I told the guys in the dressing room, come on, tomorrow, a new day. Are there even any words? Are there even any words? 23 times Manchester United have conceded 3 goals under Ten Hag. 23 times teams have come to Manchester United and scored 3 goals. And if you think this is some accident of the way Manchester United buy players or train players or have injuries, think about this. What is Ten Hag famous for? He's famous for getting that Champions League run. And what did he do in that Champions League run? He threw away a massive lead to Tottenham. Well, what have we got to say? What have we got to say about that? He's at least he's consistent. He can't hold on to a lead. The XG, it was basically 5-1 with 9 big chances going to Tottenham. Genuinely, this was far worse than anything I've seen. This was a horror show. He's led us to the 4th 3-0 home loss in 12 months. And to be honest, they could have easily had more if they had, they didn't have Werner or they had a more lethal striker. You've got Captain Bruno on the pitch after having disastrous start to the season. Eriksen playing really well and scoring goals. He can't get on the pitch, but Mr. Captain Bruno, made captain after the 7-0 loss to Liverpool, decides that the correct thing to do to lead his team to a comeback is to get a red card. He didn't slip and then pull him down. He didn't slip and tap him. He stuck his leg up and he let the referee make a decision. It was stupid. Mark Goldbridge is not slagging off Rasmus. He's not slagging off Ten Hag because he's got connections to him. And he's trying to desperately paint the image that he doesn't want to be toxic. He doesn't want to lead a quote, revolution against a manager, but he's not been honest. Ten Hag is a terrible manager. He should not be manager of Manchester United, should he? He just should not. I said it at the very, very kick. Second that red card went, I went on Discord, chatted to my friend, and I was like, he's gonna come out and he's gonna blame the red card here. And yep, he blamed the red card, even though it had literally nothing to do with the result of the game. And people like Delort, the Manchester United fans, I'll tell you, the Manchester United fans that go to the games are, most of them, absolutely moronic. They boo things that shouldn't be booed and applaud things that shouldn't be applauded. I saw us go 1-0 down and then the ball got P-rolled out. Nobody was concentrating and the ball went out when a Manchester United player should have basically grabbed hold of it. There was no boos, there was no oohs, there was no ahs. Instead, there was applause. And I even saw some people get their cameras out to take pictures. When we're 3-0 down in the 90th minute and we miss a bit of a chance, people go, like, well, the game's already over. The game's already over. People like to say Manchester United's toxic. The fans are toxic. The fans have no standards. If this was, you think Real Madrid would be putting up with this? This is a joke. What's been allowed to carry on? It's absolutely terrible. It's an absolute diabolical game. That honestly is. The stats don't even do it justice. 24 shots they had. I want you to think about that. A team coming to Manchester United having 24 shots. And you know what's the crazy thing? It's not even a rare occurrence. It's not even like, wow, that was unexpected. He's got basically his entire team out there that he wants, and he's getting thumped. He's an awful manager. He needs to go.